Welcome back to another Josh Rutherford Golf YouTube video, and this is the Pro Series. So this series, you're going to get 4 videos. One, I'm going to talk to you about in this video on why I'm doing pro golf, the risks to it that I think a content creator has, and the benefit I think it's going to have for me personally. And then the second video of this series is going to be the Monday qualifier at Elmhurst Golf and Country Club for the Manitoba Open on the PGA Tour Americas. The third video in this series is going to be the CRMC Championship Monday qualifier at Grandview Lodge. And the fourth video of this series is going to be the Pro-Am for the CRMC Championship at Cragun's Legacy Courses in Brainerd, Minnesota. First, I just want to thank all my sponsors for making this series happen. Without these guys, I wouldn't actually be able to do this because playing pro golf and these qualifiers is expensive. So thanks to FN3P for the apparel sponsor and hooking me up with all the polos, hoodies, hats I'm going to be wearing throughout these tournaments. And thanks to X Golf in Minot for helping me and basically help sponsor me throughout these tournaments, and Lakeshore Custom Carts in Bottineau, North Dakota. All right, so the first thing, let's get into the risk I think that a creator has in playing pro golf or any sort of tournament that is. And the reason being, I think there's a risk. Now, this could be just me. Maybe you guys can agree. Let me know in the comments if you agree with this, because on social media, you guys see highlights. You guys are seeing all the good shots. You're seeing all the birdies, all the eagles, crazy up and down, maybe something like that, that showcases great golf or a great golf hole, which is what I actually like showcasing. I like showing beautiful backdrops, beautiful golf courses. And that's what I get out of social media. And hopefully you guys see the value in that. But the majority of guys are just showing their birdies or their eagles or the round where they shoot 3, 4, 5 under par on 9 holes or whatever it may be. A lot of guys don't show the bad. And I'll probably put myself in that 80 to 90% of what I show is just the good stuff. And it's like the new ESPN in the morning where you're only seeing the home runs or the good goals in hockey or the long 80-yard touchdown pass. Like, you're only seeing that stuff because that's what people want to see. They want to see the good things in the game when they have only a certain amount of time to sit down. They don't have time to watch the full game. So it is. Social media is a highlight reel. So to get what you guys see from that, from me, to now seeing the possibly I could play really bad. I don't know how I'm going to play in these tournaments. I could also play really good, and it could look like social media. So the risk to a content creator is you're not going to see what you see online. And that's what I think it is. It's not a credibility thing. It's just maybe your interpretation of what someone looks like online and their golf game and, oh, this guy's unbelievable, might not be that, because you're going to see the good, the bad, and the ugly all in these videos, because you can't cut anything in a tournament. You're going to be playing the ball as it lies. You're going to be putting the ball in the hole every single hole, and playing tough conditions, tough setup. So it's going to challenge you to the fullest. So that's the risk to me, is you're not going to see everything that I showcase. You're going to see the bad as well. I guess now, like, why am I playing pro golf? So I've always been like, my handicap for the last 4 or 5 years has been like a 1 handicap to plus. I think the lowest I ever got it to was a plus 1.8. And just recently, this June, when I went to North Dakota, I started playing like some extremely, extremely good golf, where I started the first week I got there. I started like 64, 68, 64, 66, 670, 64. And I'm like, oh my, what's going on? And if you guys were following me on Instagram and stuff, you guys got the chunk talks, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. So kind of got me to believing, like, the handicap went to a +4, and I'm like, well, could I now do pro golf? Could I go to a Monday qualifier and have a day like I just did this week and actually qualify and play in a pro tournament? It's always been a dream of mine. So that is why I decided to play this. My golf game has now just gone to a different level. It's a mindset change. The ability and the skill is the same. It hasn't changed. It's just, to me, it's a mindset, and realizing you don't have to play perfect golf in order to shoot low scores. You just have to keep the ball in play, and you have to hit greens. You don't have to make any doubles. When you do get wedges or a 9-iron in hand, you put the ball in the green and give yourself a look at birdie, and don't make mistakes. So, and make putts. Making putts is huge. So if you get a hot putter and you're having 25, 26, 27 or lower putts around, you're going to have a really good day on the golf course. And my game has gone to that level. I've always been a good short game player. It's my strongest suit, and driver's been really good for me. So it's just a matter of, I know my weakest thing is ball striking and proximity to the hole, but if I can give myself a lot of looks at birdie, I'm going to make some putts and I'm going to have a chance to qualify. So that's kind of why I wanted to play pro golf, is my game has just gone to a whole nother level, and being a +4, I think it's time for me to try. And I had a lot of people in the comments saying, well, if you're a +4, why don't you play pro golf? Well, here we go. We're going to do it. I guess the last part of this would be like, what is in it for me to do this? And it's always been a dream of mine to play pro golf. I love challenging myself. I've actually think now that I've said that I want to do this, it's making me focus actually on my golf game over the last 4 years. I've just been focusing on social media. And I be honest with you guys, like it's frustrating to go out there and just focus on social media and like you're not playing great golf and you go out there and for me not playing great golf, what I think I could play. And you go out there and you're shooting 75, 74, 76, 77, and I'm like, man, I feel like I'm much better than this. It's just I don't practice. I don't have anything to work forward to or work towards. But now with these tournaments, I have something to work towards, and it's making me gear up to actually focus more on the golf game and challenge myself to get better. And I guess the proper terminology for me would be take every shot seriously and not just kind of go through the motions, and making sure that I'm focusing to try to shoot the best round out there. And it's really helped me to have something to work towards. And I think whoever you guys, I mean, whether it's a club championship or a tournament that you guys are gearing up for that year, you guys can agree that you take it more serious leading up to it, at least a month, 2, 3 weeks leading up to it. And you could probably see your game kind of climbing. And I think that's what it's doing for me as well. So I wanted to force myself to play better golf to get better, and this is actually a great tool for me to do it. Um, I don't really know too many amateur tournaments around the area where I am that can just go play. So these are the two easiest ones. They're one dayers, and it's easy. If I qualify, I get to play in a pro tournament, which is a dream of mine. And if I don't qualify, at least I'm challenging myself to do something that I think I can do. And I'm going to learn the process. If I play really well and qualify, that's a win. If I don't, I play really bad, I'm going to take a lot of learning experiences out of this. And maybe I take it on to whatever I do next with tournaments, or maybe I push myself to play more pro golf. I don't know what's going to happen after this, but I know I'm going to learn a lot from it. And learning is one of the best things you can do as a person. If you're not learning every day or getting better or doing something, I don't think you're succeeding or pushing yourself to be better. That's just how I think. Again, I want to thank my sponsors for making this happen: FN3PX Golf, Minot, and Lakeshore Custom Carts in Bottineau, North Dakota. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this. Let's go low. Let's go make a PGA Tour Americas event. Let's go qualify. See you there.